YouTube! I think you're on 22. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, you're on 21. YouTube, this is 21. Welcome to it. We're trying to be, as again, this is our completionist run on Nightmare. Station identification. Do you know you can get 10,000 V-Bucks if you join our Discord? You can sub for free with Amazon Prime. We're being extremely thorough. We got our navigation points on our character early, so we can take advantage of those. And currently we keep failing a firefight. Checkpoint's not that far away, though. We need to pay attention for levers. I'm assuming that's not going to be on the map. We just got to plain old find it. We found it in level 2. We can find it again. Hopefully it wasn't early to the point where we're cut off from it now. Which might mean more backtracking, but eyes open for levers. We're gonna get our chain stun by level 3, which we didn't get until the end of the game last time. So that's something.
Demon breach detected.
I've worked out to this song so many times. This pain is an illusion. It just has great instrumental sections as well. You don't get the full thing when it's an 8-bit, but it's still pretty good. It's the only way to really listen to Tool through Spotify, so. Take a more, I'm finally. Catch you later, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight, Steven. Let me give you that proper. Yo, what's the grim, Steven? You have a fine night. You have a super night. You have a fantastic night. An excellent night. A good night. Steven, what's the grim? You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you, dude. Get some sleep. Well, we're gonna put another hour in stream. Got work early, so I'm gonna try to get some kind of sleep. Sunday we're back with probably BR with Tyrell, I think. If Tyrell's not around, probably still BR because we need to catch up. We're like 2 weeks beyond the challenges now. We're gonna get our stun mastery done though. Now this is how we're gonna end up cheesing it. We want to get all the masteries down. We'll just find a section with all kinds of guys in it. Get that shit done.
Demon breach detected.
Speaking of that, I'm not used to having my stun so early. Those Hellraisers, we can totally spam that stun. Oh my god. As I said, I'm getting too dedicated to that. To the pistol headshot.
Demon presence in critical range.
How did he go from down but not out into I'm gonna shit on you mode that quick? That was really quick. I was so close to getting our health back. That's alright. Good thing is the checkpoint's pretty close to us. I'm still digging Tool and 8-bit while playing Doom though. For real. Oh, that was a swing and a miss. I'm gonna take the health. We're halfway to our stun mastery. Chain and stun is going to make a huge difference in our life.
Demon breach detected.
That's something. Man, I really think this gun is really only good for the stuns, though. I don't like the... Maybe on Lost Souls. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Brutal, man. 1 or 2 hits, that's enough. That's enough. Sucker, get ready. I'm going to be playing with you for a little bit before bed, about an hour. I'm going to be playing with you for about an hour before bed. What game on Roblox are we playing? Is there co-op on Roblox? Do I have to install it? $11 more kills. We got our stun mastery done. This room is hard. We come in and an imp spawns behind us. Oh, we needed that health. And that health. We need any health. We haven't even really started the room yet. Dude, that imp whoosh, whoosh, just sliced and diced us. Haha. Again, at least we're close to the room. We're actually going to get some of our masteries done on our way over. Just regular headshots just do not do a lot of damage. Alright, big thing is the imps come from the back. We don't really need to stun the first guy. We need to look in here, start the engagement, stun this guy. Missile that guy. Man, just one hit is enough, though. That's what's brutal. Man, it's sad. Come on now. Your body plays a lot more in the aiming than your reticle. I know that sounds weird, but it's gonna be a lot more than him in this room. You did that glory kill. And that one. I'll give you just enough health to keep you up. You get the kill when it really matters. Holy shit, we hit a checkpoint. Let's check our map. Looks like going straight ahead is data logs and health. Hell Knights. Tablets retrieved from the Great Steep in the UAC Automated Survey of 2143 suggest that the Hell Knights originally flanked the Great Serpent during the First Age. After their master was defeated by the Guardian, the Hell Knights were placed in the arenas of Hell, where they would feed on any victim thrown to them by the demon overlords as sport. It is now believed that they guard the most sacred and important relics in the Netherworld.
Warning. Energy contamination at critical levels.
Oh shit, Summoner.
Demon
Early.
breach detected.
Where'd she go? You're a tricky bitch. I'm trying to stun her ass. Oh my god. Room's getting rough, dog. Unwilling. The unwilling are fully transformed possessed that have been transported to hell to serve as the shrine worshippers. Slave labor for higher level demons, and cannon fodder for battle within hell. It's really worth making it all the way. I've been upgraded. I'm now fully possessed and get to be slave labor for an eternity. Looks like fun and cannon fodder. I wondered what the hell those little things were. Push it. Pushing me.
Demon breach detected.
She's weak. And I needed that glory kill, I'll tell you that much. Summoner. We read that one, the last one. Cunning adversary and all that. Having chain stuns early is super helpful. Alright, let's see what's going on. Still need to get the auto map. Ooh, it's right down there. It's like right next to us. Weird. Maybe over here? Yeah. We still gotta keep our eyes open on the damn lever. Here's the auto map. Sweet. All the challenges are done. We're moving through this level pretty good. I think I'm gonna look it up, man. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna look it up where the hell this lever is. I don't want to miss it. I don't want us to have to repeat level stream. Oh, I'm gonna look this one up. Doom, Achievement Hunter, Environment. Despite the breathable atmosphere created by the NT02 pumping station, sandstorms regularly make working outside impractical and constant maintenance is necessary to keep the facility fully operational. During adverse weather conditions, exterior work is limited to essential activities such as Argent Tower feed control, interdepartmental transport, cargo handling, emergency access, and level 2 hazard events, such as Argent meltdowns or bioepidemics. Untethered cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base. So buddying up is advised for all workers when journeying onto the surface. Buddying up. Alright guys, alright stream, we gotta figure out, we gotta get all the way back to the beginning. That's where the lever's gonna be. But once we do that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. I think this is where we came from, actually. Yeah, alright, that's good, because there's a central hub. And most of these levels operate off a central hub. You either dive in straight forward in like a boss run, or it's a hub. In this case, it's a hub. We go back this way. There's some armor. This is part of that hub. I think going... What's that gore nest doing there? Okay. We head left, man. Like, isn't this one of the first areas? Kind of. Man, we still gotta find that little action hero dude, too. I gotta watch the freaking vid on that. We gotta watch the video section of that as well. We'll do her. Alright, back we go. Out we go. Need to get to the beginning. Down here. So in relation to us, we keep coming straight out. We go down these steps. Go down these steps. Sounds so familiar. Let's still push it. I love the back. How well they did the bass line. This way. Oh, we've maxed our combat score out. We've had to do so much backtracking. We've at least managed to do that. There's an area over here. Never really touched. I swear this is like the beginning section, though. Where does this door go? Where does this door go? There's a lot of exploration in this game. A surprising amount of exploration. Oh, we can't go in there. Wasn't this like the first room we fought through, though? Yeah, totally. Here's the data pad. The lever, then, is right around this area. That it? Oh. My poker face. Seems kind of tucked away. This is the general area, though. Let me look at the video again. Oh, it's so dark.
A few inches from that data pad to the left is...
Ah. Tucker, you want to see another OG Doom level? Here, come check it out, Tucker. Oh, the Doom Slayer. Struggles. It's opened somewhere. Real where? Usually not that far away. Usually don't require backtracking either. Where the hell did the door open? Oh, there it is. Tucker, here. Here it is. I'm going in. Want to see it? Come on. OG Doom level. Let's do it. Whatever that thing is.
Oh.
Toxic refinery. Armor. There's like nothing here. I'm gonna go back to the video though, because I need to find out where that collectible guy is. Really, just not a lot here, is there? So I think what you can do is you can access them now from the beginning, like they said, but you get to play the whole freaking level. So not only do you have multiplayer, a campaign was, I don't know, I think that this should already be opened up then. Path, yeah, it was. Sweet. Oh, night model, UAC guy. Okay, sweet. Now there's that downward path with the super shotgun. One more secret. Okay, so I think I missed that data pad. Which I gotta be better about grabbing those because they're like in obvious spots. It's weird that there's a gore nest over there. I think we gotta go down here though. Yeah, this is right. This is the path. We're gonna get the super shotgun a level early. Oh yeah, could have used that a minute ago. I could have used that a minute ago. We need to really work on making sure we get that modded. And I'm tempted, since this has already been kind of like well, I have to actually get the other mods to do the mastery, but When we get to a point where we can actually work on the mastery, while this weapon has been removed from UAC approved. Oh, we found this the first time we played too. Many veteran operators insist that there is no better alternative for close combat. It offers incomparable destructive powers at extremely close range, but is completely ineffective at long range. The weapon is light and small, making it a favored secondary weapon that no self-respecting combat specialist would be seen without. Trying to think. No. Wait, it's telling me all we have is an elite guard yet left. So we must not have missed the data pad. No, it's over. We just need to... Alright, we just need to push forward. And then, how many weapon points do we have? This is a weapon I really regret not getting modded last time. What was that, Tucker? You okay? Let's go through the shots penetrate more people. Ammo... So the data pad would have been over here. We must have grabbed it. Did we not read it? I've been trying to like make sure we read them all too this time. Probably Hell Knight. Where's it at? Where they would feed. I don't think we read this. Tablets retrieved from the Great Steep in the UAC automated survey of 2,143 suggest that Hell Knights originally flanked the Great Serpent during the... Yeah, we did read this. Must have found this early. I'm confused. Oh well. Wait, do you unlock multiple data entries for each one? I know for some you do, but... Oh yeah, okay, when you get a mod. But we didn't read the exploit. The weapon, shotgun ammunition incorporates a glycerin fuse that detonates an octanitrocubane gel upon impact. Embedded shot is dispersed at the point of impact. Try saying that 10 times fast. Octanitrocubane, yeah. Embedded shot is dispersed at the point of impact, creating a wide area of effect. Highly effective against multiple targets when detonated to the rear of enemies. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we push forward to the end of the level, because there's just an elite guard left. Oh, from what I've seen, Doom Eternal looks like it's going to be for the approach, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And adds a lot more cool stuff. Good. That's all they need to do. And if they can take it up yet another notch, then hell yeah, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. So I'll be pre-ordering Doom Eternal. No doubt about it. I've been so impressed with this. I think that's probably why they put Doom on Game Pass. It's because it's like, hey, if you haven't tried this out yet, you should try it, because it might get you interested in Doom Eternal. Did you know that we happened to make an extremely badass video game not so long ago? Alright, now I just need to fight forward. Find the end of the level. It's weird that there's a gore nest. Actually, let's just pay attention to our thing. There we go. Doom Eternal and Rage 2 both look polished. Yeah, you're right. They do look really good. I know you're going to be pre-ordering Rage 2, right, Adam? That's going to be your big purchase. Oh, I know what's happened. That door's opened. That one door that we couldn't get out of earlier that did have the elite guard on the other side is opened up. Yeah. Oh, we got our stun done. Yeah, I'm pre-ordering Doom Rage and Metro. Lots of good games right there. I'm a little slower on the pre-orders right now. Honestly, Destiny was kind of like my last straw. And ultimately, I really don't like to say this, but I'm going to say it anyhow. State of Decay 2 buying the Ultimate Edition. I can't make any judgments on Daybreak right now, but it's going to be 10 bucks. Since I have Game Pass, I could have bought State of Decay 2 for 10% off, so it would have been like, you know, 28 bucks or something, $27. And every DLC has been 10% off. So I would have gotten the DLC for what, 3 bucks, and then the next one's gonna be 10 bucks, so $9. So all together, all speaking, I would have spent not even 40 bucks on State of Decay 2 and still got everything. Everything that I have. Meaning that I spent about $8 to $10 just to play the game 4 days early and take on the worst bugs. I'm going to be talking about that in my Daybreak video that I plan to make this weekend. It's going to be tight getting that in because I'm going to be really busy tomorrow, but I am going to try. But yeah, I don't know that that was worth it. I've not been super satisfied with State of Decay 2. I still love the game, but at the same time, it's just yet another pre-order thing that the more that I thought about it, especially, you know, as a self-employed person here with the stream and everything else that I do, you start to think about money, and I start to think, hey, I could have been a lot smarter. Because it's not like streaming it early got us anything, Adam. You know, I didn't grow the stream or anything. Anyway. Does State of Decay 2 still have a good... No, dude. Not really at all. It's, like I said, its subreddit is less active, Adam, than Battleborn's. There's a dedicated crew to it, but State of Decay 2 is in a weird place. And it's hard to talk about it a lot because of the kind of situation with the developers. They got a really strict NDA, and I don't really think that I'm really welcome with too much in that community. I don't know, though. I don't hear anything on it. It's got a DLC coming out September 12th, and that's officially the last DLC. And I don't think you played the first one, but what that means is we got Lifeline and we got Breakdown, which fundamentally improved the game on every level. In fact, added whole new modes on State of Decay 1 back in 2013. And now with State of Decay 2, we got some fireworks, and we got whatever's next with this Daybreak, which looks like 10 waves of COD zombies. Bridge 2 already has a name for an expansion. The game isn't even out. What's going to be the expansion? They've said that they want to support the game for a few years, but the issue is, Adam, it's all official. Officially, that's it for the DLCs. Now, they're probably going to do more, but I've never seen an NDA this strict. They don't talk about anything. They will not mention one iota of news, not one sliver. So, we're just kind of left hanging, and the game has a lot of problems. The game has a lot of problems, and the community, I would say it still has a community. It's not dead quite yet, but this early into the process, we're 5 months into State of Decay 2, it's struggling. It's struggling. Rise of Ghost expansion, exciting campaign expansion. I know you love State of Decay, but that lacks, it lacks polish. I think it's mismanaged. Not like 100% mismanaged. I think Jeff Strain does a good job. I think the developers worked hard. I just don't think that they handle their media platform well. And I definitely don't think they delivered the right DLCs. I think last time maybe it's because we didn't know what DLC was coming with State of Decay 1. There was no promised DLC, and they needed to sell an Ultimate Pack in this case. That they could take their time and actually build Breakdown based on community feedback. But they haven't been able to do that. And they haven't also been able to add a patch in that adds more difficulty or changing maps or surviving more days, which has been really frustrating for people like me that played the first one a ton. We did it. Gonna be kind of a heavily edited episode.
Then you need only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in this solar system.
Alright, sounds good.
We'll be back at square one.
Not quite. Doomslayer says, sounds good to me. A lot of devs pull a Bungie and go on vacation for like 2 to 3 months. Yeah, you could at least do a Battleborn and stagger the vacations. Battleborn would like just have 1 or 2 employees take a vacation at a time, and not everyone had to go. It's the Doom guy. Well, I call him Doomslayer because when we were in Hell, we found those tablets. They called him the Doomslayer, and I just think it sounds cooler, will so. A lot of devs don't handle the community well, but some do. Some do. I mean, ultimately, Undead Labs is a political company. I hate to say that. I always beat around the bush. I come around and I talk about it more often than I should, even though I know that I should avoid it like the plague. I want to continue to play, support, be a part of State of Decay. I don't think that I'm welcome in the community very much because of who I am. But that is what it is, and I really try to avoid that subject because I know it's really not going to get anyone anywhere. But the second part of it is I stream it a lot, and it doesn't have a very good viewership on the Twitch directory. It's not got a lot of hype behind it, a lot of news behind it. It's got a very small, tight-knit community. I don't know really how well people seem to enjoy when I play it. I don't know if they find the gameplay enjoyable. I want to support that game, but I really think it's a step down from the first, and I've really struggled with it. I've struggled. I've been really super conflicted on it. I guess I'll just say stream. I'm talking generally. And I've been disappointed that we had Lifeline and Breakdown. Breakdown that added unlimited difficulty and leaderboards and points. It's the guy. Wilson, what do you mean? How are you not welcome and hey all? Hey Disco Force, what's good, man? Because I'm a white guy who doesn't believe in political correctness. I'm not into the whole social justice movement thing, not even one little bit. I come from a rural area in Appalachia, from a blue-collar family, and I have a certain way of looking at things. I was literally baptized when I was born and things like that. So I come from the side of things that they refer to as Nazis. Openly referred to as Nazis. And I wish it never would have gotten to that point with video games, but it did. And so it makes it a little harder. I wish I could just blindly do content for the game. I should have never learned who the devs were. I follow devs to try to get news, so we can come in here and talk about news together. And I can like keep up to date. But they, on their Twitters, which it's their private Twitters, well, you know, sorta, because everyone can look at them. They just talk about political things, and so I never get news. And then the bad part of that, oh sorry, Will, so I got two songs playing, my bad, dude, is that I ended up learning kind of like how they feel about things, which I respect their opinions. I'm not against it, Disco Force. But it became almost impossible for me to not separate the thing. You know, it's like Magic the Gathering, where a bunch of people got banned recently just because of the background. So, I'm never going to read from their script or believe the things that they are trying to say. Revenants are, because I disagree. Revenants are UAC military operatives that have been methodically transformed into demonic combatants through cybernetic augmentation and repeated Lazarus wave exposure. We read about these guys. Their organs come out and they somehow survive it. Oh wait, this is new. Oh, and repeated Lazarus wave. The transformation begins by attacking a multiple launch rocket battery onto each shoulder of the patient, coupled to an argent-charged neurobiochip implanted at the base of the cerebral cortex. The MLRB allows the Revenant to both attack its target with multiple conventional rockets and also to fire mobility boosters located under each MLRB. Cool. But that's generally speaking. I also want to say, hey, I respect those devs. I know they're really intelligent. I think that they're probably bloody brilliant for doing what they've done. But that's been my struggle with that game. We're dealing with like, all right, it'll be, well, September 12th we get Daybreak. Will it only be 4 months? I mean, but that's it. Well, so what I'm saying is that's officially it for the DLC. I don't know if you were in here while I was talking to Adam about, you know, the price of things. Tomb Raider comes out, I completely forgot about that game. I have not played a Tomb Raider since he had square triangle boobs at him. And that's in the context of the $5 breakdown, $5 lifeline packs, which were just exactly what the doctor ordered on that game. I don't think that those are unintelligent people. I don't. I think they're intelligent people. I respect them as human beings. But I don't agree with their opinions, and I know right now with the way things are, that not agreeing with their opinions means really bad things for me as far as getting a place. Press A. Okay, doesn't actually explain the lore. That's cool, though. I'm not from the U.S., so I don't know much. Okay, okay. I don't know much about what you said. Okay, it's cool, Disco Force. No worries, man. Oh, I'm glad you asked, but that's the most honest I've been about it without dancing around the subject. That I just... State of Decay 2 is not in a good place. There's no hype around it. There's little to no news. It's still extremely buggy. I don't know that they're moving in the right direction, especially the Revolutionary War zombies, who I think were a misstep, and they just will not go back against it at all. And I think that the only people that they really want in their camp are people that share whatever the hell's going on in Seattle, Washington. That's not directed at you, Disco Force. I'm literally just now venting. I'm saying something that's been on my mind a long time. And I wish I would have never gotten to follow their Twitters and know any of that. Hey, sweet. They kind of make these obvious. They want you to find these things. How much games have you maxed? I don't know. I'd have to look, Disco. I got almost 60,000 gamer score, though, so we're coming along on that. It would be really cool to hit 100,000. I'd be happy with that. We don't play games. It's a family stream, right? Right. You know, like, I'll try to make this like the last thing I say about it, but I am religious to a degree. And, you know, I consider myself a Methodist, blah, blah, blah. And I don't understand why it's completely okay to be like, God, you know, people of my faith are really stupid and we're atheists and God, that's the best. And that's fine. If that's your belief, I respect that. That's cool. But it's like totally okay to pick on our side of things. But if you even try to touch anybody else, like any other religion or group, then you're a bigot. It's okay to pick on our group, but it's not okay to pick on any other group. That's what I don't understand. And I don't even care if you pick on our group, but that means we should be able to pick on all the other groups too, because it's just like joking. It's just joking around. If there's not any malice actually in it. I take it blue and red are the UK's. Yeah, kind of, but are you English, Disco? Because even your guys' conservative groups are like way more liberal than what our politics are. Like, I saw one of your newspapers, The Guardian, and it was talking about Theresa May, and she was like, she was going to tell the big companies to treat workers better and stuff. And, like, if you did, and she's apparently, you're conservative, and if you did that here, like, dude, you're a commie. I'm not saying you're a commie, but I mean, that's what you would be labeled. No opinions there, but I mean, there's another thing. God, they support that Cortez. Undead Lab supports that socialist running, and I just like, oh my. So you get down to a process where there's like 5 people still streaming the game, and we're like one of them, and one of the people they have streaming the game is from fucking Appalachia, you know? They're gonna vote for a socialist. And I'm from, like, cool country. The spectrum is so wide anymore. I don't see shit. Scottish, so we pick yellow and non-red or blue as in sub. Huh, okay, that's cool. And what is Caledonia? I don't know whether to regret what I say, what I just said, but it's been on my mind a lot. And it's why State of Decay has been difficult. I know first world problems. First world problems, but trying to make a lot of content for a game and having to hold your tongue at the same time, it doesn't mix. Like with Doom, I know I can pretty much just let my commentary be whatever the hell I want it to be. Caledonia is the Latin name given by the Romans to the land in today's Scotland, north of the province of Britannia, beyond the frontier that call me old-fashioned. How'd that work out for the Romans? Trying to hold the English as subjects or as part of their empire in a day and an age when it took like 3.5 months just to deliver a message. I'm sucking on this challenge. I don't know, Adam, you're a fellow streamer. I'm up for really opinions on that situation. I've actually sought a lot of different opinions on that situation. I'm just trying to finish what we started. Trying to make the content and try not to make too much of an ass of myself. It's live entertainment, so I consistently fail on that front, but I at least make the attempts. So how do you not make an ass of yourself, while at the same time, how do you not be a shill and back away from the things you really believe? Because it's a business. And having an open communication wave to a development team is good for business. So freaking close. So many opinions. Adam has at least 2. I'm gonna run this episode a little longer because I know it's gonna get edited. I'm gonna edit the whole thing where we were like trying to find where the last secret was. Oh, Wilso says Disco Force. Disco Force, are you new here, or have you been here before? Your name sounds familiar, but believe me, I've been wrong in the past and I'll be wrong again. I also want to say one more time that I do respect those people as human beings. Like, I know they're intelligent. I respect their art as developers. Okay? You know, it's not a personal thing that they have different opinions than me. I don't care about that. That's fine. You know, I value that. That's good. That makes the world different. Variety's the spice of life. It's just been hard knowing that they would, you know, I'd very much so not be willing, I think, to accept the other side of the aisles. My side of the aisle, you know, because I'm right? Just kidding, just kidding. Like, I know they're hella smart. That Geoffrey, their director, he's like a family guy. He's got like 6 kids. Jeffrey. His name's Jeffrey. You know, he's worked at Undead Labs a long time. He tweets out stuff that he's reading. He's always reading something like really deep. He's always working on different things. Like, I respect him as people. And I still think State of Decay 2 is going to end up being a good game. I believe in what they're, you know, I still believe in that company and that product. But they're liberals. Super liberals. Oh man, we need 4 more. Where are they? So close. It's just there's a pattern to it, just like the barrels. Mean for me, I believe in nothing, I guess, but no need. Right. Hey, and that's cool. Like, you come to it on your own. And if I wanna make fun of atheists, I'll make fun of atheists. And if you wanna make fun of us back, that's great. I just don't like when it's like, it's completely okay to make fun of this group. You can make fun of the blue people, but God forbid you make fun of the green and the yellow people. Like, what makes the difference? Fuck, we're free game. Free game. Because comedy is like really honest, you know, discussion and dialogue. If you can pick at something, it's like the Emperor's new clothes. Like, the Emperor's naked. Someone has to honestly call it out. And if you go for this, there's only certain language that you can use that's appropriate, and you have to censor yourself in certain ways. You're just never going to get to the God's honest truth. And it's necessary. Gotta get to it if you're going to make any kind of progress on anything. Gotta be able to call a spade a spade. That's my 2 cents on it. But I'm 27. Who knows how my opinions will change as life goes on. There's still a lot of guys to kill. I need to not lunge. The lunging is taking more time. I need to not lunge. I need to actually jump on the walls. Yeah, I mean, you're super patient with me, Wilso. Shit. I know that you and I have different... We actually agree on quite a few things, Wilso, but I know that you and I come from a different side of the aisle. and you deal with me talking about that shit. But I like Democrats. I like Republicans. I like them both. I think both parties have an insurgency right now. The Democrats have a very wide left, the so-called movements, you know, that come up, and then we had the Tea Party. There were conservative Republicans, and then there was the Tea Party. And it's like both movements started with alright ideas. We're just going through a rough time. It'll get better. Yeah, but you definitely got thick skin. I mean, you deal with me talking about that shit. But I also I think that you're not like, you know, one of these social justice warriors that thinks that we ought to be... Right, yeah. And I think that's the biggest area. You and I agree. And that's why I respect Democrats, because, like, the true blood Democrats aren't for that shit either. You know, you listen to even, like, Obama talk, and he says, you know, it's frustrating to have someone not speak your language when you go stop for gas or whatever. It's like, that's what I hope we don't lose sight of. I don't know why the war has gotten to be so, you know, deeply divided anymore. Because I can listen to Democrats and they can say really good things. I'll probably be voting Democrat soon here in Ohio. I'm not completely sure, but probably. Why not vote a split ticket? You get to do that. But like, yeah, that whole social justice, socialism, any of that stuff. I just don't think that's who we are, man, at all. Oh, yeah. I just hope we don't forget that we're all still Americans. And I still, honest to God, believe this is the best nation on the face of the earth. And Disco, you're from Scotland. You probably believe Scotland's the best country on the face of the earth, and that's your right. But I just don't see... I'm not going to be apologetic for taking pride in this country and... You know, we're hated. Europe freaking hates us. The rest of the world hates us. And you get on Reddit and Twitter, and it's a world community. So they just shit on us. And then people are willing to apologize for us. I won't. Hell no, man. We've accomplished way too much. We're some of the first in the world to end slavery. Like, we continually make more and more progress. We're the longest running representational fail democracy in history. Back-to-back world champs. We got to the moon. Sometimes I think that, like, you could land the Chinese or some shit. Oh, it is. I'm a filthy casual here. No, like, I'm just saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of where you're from. Like, if you're from Scotland, Scotland has a really rich history. You know? Like, that's a really badass place, too. And I don't think you should ever have to apologize for being Scottish. And I don't think we should ever have to apologize for being where we're from, either. I prefer peon or peasants. But no, the outrage mob, the social justice stuff, I know that. Like, see, I think that actually combines both sides of the aisle. And reminds me that at the end of the day, we're not so different. There's just two radical movements in both parties right now. Like, the guy from Missouri for the Republicans that's running to be a Nazi. We should be ashamed of that. We should try to get rid of him. We should distance ourselves. It makes us look really bad. But it doesn't represent all Republicans. And every social justice warrior doesn't represent all Democrats. It's too bad that it's gotten so personal. A lot of people just plain old-fashioned don't trust the darn government anymore. You try to have these discussions with people, and they just simply say that you know, it's all gone to hell in a handbasket. That's just not true. Are you not from the UK to the US? I don't know, man. You should apologize for being born. I'm gonna run this episode like an hour and a half because of the getting lost thing. I'm American. And see, I just consider myself American. Like, my heritage is technically English. Wales. We come from Wales, but it was like in 1604. You know, I just like, people that are like, I'm 10% Cherokee. I'm 15% Irish and 100% whatever. How are you like 15% Irish, 10% Cherokee? I don't get that. I don't understand that. I think, as I talked about a couple streams ago on episode 10 when we got political, I think that South Park episode was right. It's like you're 15% victim. Knew you were a Welshie. Isn't your, like, family heritage Germanic, Wilso? Go back to land fair. Yeah. What the hell? Everybody in America I ever talk to, when they tell me their heredity, it's always like they're always somehow double-digit Cherokee. They can't explain it. They don't know who the hell was Cherokee. But at some point or another, great-great-great-great-granddad, he dicked a Cherokee. And it's official. They're Indian. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You know, it breaks my heart every single time I see a Native American in a reservation and see that they are Americans. And, like, at the same time, that is the most complicated piece of our history, more than any other. Those are army victories. And, like, so how do you honor the soldiers who fought for the victories while at the same time recognizing that the Seminoles, for instance, won't ever talk to a white person ever again? We drove them deep into the swamps, and to this day, they refuse to talk to the white man. That's tough. I think that's what we're in the middle of bridging right now. I think that, like, where one generation had the civil rights movement, one generation had the feminist movement, that's the movement we're in the middle of right now, is how do we settle our history? How do we respect and honor our history, but at the same time, look at it honestly? Without saying, oh, it's shitty to be an American, but at the same time, let's try not to do this again. Whether it's, you know, repeatable. I'm 215 CPU goddess. Yeah, I'm German on my dad's, Scott, Irish on my mom's. Cool. It's a good heritage. Look at that. You see, those sides don't make sense, though, because my grandma's sister looked into her heritage, and we know the family tree. Like, we researched it. We're Welsh. And she's like, well, you're Welsh, but I'm Irish. Her sister said this. Now, how can we be Welsh? You know, as far back as we can go in the family, they're Welsh. But the sister is Irish. They're sisters. Oh, fail. That was terrible. That's a song. Isn't that Welsh right there? The language. I watched a really good C-SPAN like talk on that. Like, it's the Army College, and the Army College was talking about, like, how do we respect that there was actually very little pillaging or anything like that, rape and murder that went down, that even though they claimed that there was, that these were military objectives, and the military objectives were accomplished by the U.S. Army, while at the same time understanding that Native Americans were almost killed into extinction in some cases, like the Seminoles. It's a tough nut to crack. I've made a great mistake. Oh. You know, you would think there's a collectible down there. The English translation is St. Mary's Church in the Hollow of the White Hazel, near a rapid whirlpool in the Church of St. Hazel of the Red Cave. What in the hell? Keep getting lost, man. Oh yeah, I got double jump now. What am I doing? I got so used to not double jumping. I'm glad we offended the entire world in episode. I think this is 22. Episode 22 that'll be hacked together. Good old-fashioned 2 a.m. discussions on the social justice movement. And I finally opened up to you guys about what the hell's going on there with State of Decay 2 and the struggles. My first world problems with State of Decay 2. How do I not piss off Undead Labs? How do I not make Undead Labs think I'm a bigot? So they don't DMC take me down. Speaking of that, what the hell ended up happening with the whole tax season situation of the stolen credit cards? Because doesn't Twitch usually get pretty pissed about that? Oh, dude, I messed up. Yo, Disco Force, thank you for taking the red pill. Seeing just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Welcome to reality. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you.
While the Argent Tower is non-functional, the connection to their dimension is...
So she's apparently in constant terminal pain.
Risk, Dr. Haber.
Thank you for that Nexus Cat. I will so. I gotta go back because I think there's collectibles. In fact, I know there's collectibles. I've been doing terrible this level. I've not been paying any attention. Really, I'm just milking the last episode that we have in us for the night. Spend some time with my nephew, and I got work in the morning, but we're gonna have to redo this shit probably. We're not that far into the level actually. How are we doing? Maybe we won't have to redo it. I know we're not that far into it. We gotta get backwards though. Believe it or not, we're already on level 5. We're gonna be like halfway through the game. Just about. We need to look at our challenges too. Do we have weapon points? We have very little. Definitely need to collect secrets this level. We have to be mastering these mods too. Nothing has really happened other than tax season is salty about getting that Jersey 2000 share. Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. Oh, man. Oh, it didn't go through, eh? $2,000 cheer. Surprised he didn't jerk off on stream again. He probably would have for that. I was going to talk to you about it. I always keep forgetting, but... Like, okay, the crisis was averted. Crisis number 6,000 of the recurring crises. And I saw he made a video that DSP Gaming's back up. So they got their ads back. Like, you'd think that things are better than ever. Because it went from a dead channel to a channel he can still profit from. And he says, things are not good. DSP Gaming is in crisis. I need your help. Shouldn't this not be an issue? You got your ad revenue back. I mean, this is the best thing that could have happened. You get to play your ads again. But he says things have, like, never been worse. I don't get it. Oh, we're having another fundraiser. It's not even been, like, 2 months since the last crisis. A month has, like, passed, and we're already gonna do another freaking fundraiser. It's far lower now, and he's not with MCN, but he lies all the time. That's fine. Even if it is way lower, it's more than 0. It's more than 0. He was apparently going to survive with it being none. And then he gets it back, so at least he's making money again. I just don't understand it. But more power to him. It wouldn't be any fun if he didn't get to continue and get to continue to have some kind of crisis every half hour. Armor, data log. So where do we start the level? Back here? Yeah, we started it back here, and it looks like we already missed out on a data log. Oh man, I hate to do this stream, but if... I think we gotta backtrack. If we backtrack though and get this data log, we're in pretty good shape. So it looks like episode 22, you guys had to once again deal with a political episode, but I think it was also extremely tame. I keep trying to make them extremely tame. If we go there, Where the hell? It's like in a whole nother room. When he lied about being donated PS4 Pro and 4K TV before he didn't slip on stream, he basically admitted he bought it. I thought that mod that he claimed was going to buy finally came through for him. I saw your whisper that the one guy basically rage quit the stream. And he rage quit the stream because CSP was, tax season. I mean tax season, not at all affiliated with who I formerly mentioned. Wasn't paying enough attention to him? You said, please me, senpai. Ah, there it is. As a Tier 2 advocate, you have already proven yourself dedicated to the UAC's mission. The Argent Tower is a monument to that dedication. It is the center of our universe. It is our triumphal arc. It is the gate that marks the path to our future. As such, it must be cared for with reverence and devotion, as if it were your own child. It is up to you, Tier 2 advocate, to make sure that our altar to the future functions perfectly at all times. Whether your job is to clean the energy filters or calculate the plasmatic isotope mix, or just to oil the hinges on the blast doors, approach your work as a professional as a follower, and as a hero to the cause of science. Unlike everything else in your life, your work here matters. Remember, from within it flows the power, and the power must always flow. You've been warned. So, something about the UAC is they're always mixing religion and the business. And once you get to Tier 2, you're already getting, like, hymnal verses from the Satanic Church. And it mixes things again there, where it's like, you're both professional and you're in service. Reverence and devotion as if it were your own child. And it's an altar. It's a little bit like that short story by Stephen King, Trucks. They're loyal to the unlimited energy source, but it comes from hell. How hard is this game? Pretty tough. Pretty freaking. I think he plays on Super Weenie Boo Boo mode. If you're thinking about getting a disco, if you got an Xbox, it's free with Game Pass right now. If you got Game Pass. $20, you can go to Walmart. You get 6 different difficulties on the single player campaign. It'll take you about 15 to 20 hours. If you're really good, like 12. But it's great. It's great. Just got done playing it. I thought it told a really well-woven story. I'm not sure if you need convincing, but dedicated servers on the multiplayer. Not a ton of people playing it, but it's really fun when you get a match. And they've done a lot of work on it. You get to play as a demon. That's what's unique to it. But it's old school, twitchy, health pickups. It's also a map creator and an arcade mode. It's hard, but it's rewarding because it's fair. It's fair. It's hard, but it's fair because it's all about learning encounters, learning what the right weapon to use at the right time, being accurate. It's twitchy. It's an FPS through and through. It's about having good aim. It's about choosing the right weapons and going about each encounter in a good way, in an efficient way. His fees are bought with cheers. Closet desk. Fap seat. TV stand. OPC desk. Fap seat. His studio. I like that when he was talking about how he built a studio. He's like, yeah, I got a studio here. You can see the foam padding. It's one like thing of foam padding. That doesn't even touch it. If you know anything about audio, which I know you do, Will, so like it's a lot more padding than that. It's like thousands of dollars in acoustic patterns to get all the different levels taken care of. I got a studio here. He's got one sound pad in the back. You got to buy like dioramas. It's a full thing to get a sound studio up. Is a green screen? He's never when he bought it. I don't think he cares. I honestly don't think he does.
Based off a prototype developed by Samuel Hayden's research team, the Argent Tower.
I think that it shows that he doesn't really care because when the money dried up, he immediately changed where he was going to do the YouTube stuff. The edited videos didn't get views, so he immediately dried it up. We've been doing edited videos and YouTube videos for over 2 years. I have under 100 subs. I just do it to do it. I like making the videos usually. I get a sense of personal satisfaction out of it. I want to grow, and I want it to be a part of what we do here, obviously, but at the same time, if I was tax season, I would have dropped 3 or 4 videos, and I would have quit. Would have never ever done it, ever again. Half our shit gets 0 views, but I accept that going in, because I know that it's the process That's better than not having any videos up at the same time. But he would consider it very strictly unpaid work. He would, well, that was cool. I've never died to a summoner before. You know, and if he's not getting paid for it, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. No way. Tyrell, we've missed you, man. We got to get on that, man. We're 2 weeks behind on the challenges, Tyrell. But next week, I saw you sent me a schedule, but next week, let me know what's going on. Sunday, we need to finish our BR challenges. And if you want to, next week, if you want to dig into Dead Space 3, if it's not very long, then we can dig into it. If it will only take us like 2 streams, I'm totally up for it. Yo! Vegna Gun! What is good, Tyrell? Tyrell is the Black Hammer. He's a good personal friend of mine, but he also is extremely good at video games. I need to change his shout out, but he's actually back on Twitch. But if you want to see great gameplay and funny commentary, he is your man. Thanks for being here, Tyrell. Did that work? Titan, decided was not the Titan boss, so oh, this is a sidekick. It were I'm dead. You still got full armor somehow, even though I think you're hurt underneath your armor. You know, I never tried this. Holy shit. That was an explosive barrel. I closed 3 days off, then opened 2. I know that. So you're on the last close, right? And then you open, you're off Saturday, and then you open Sunday and Monday. But do you know what else is going on next week? The Sunday afternoon, I think we should just catch up on BR as quick as possible. Because we're 2 weeks behind on the challenges. And Steven's home right now, so Steven might want to get his shit done too. I still got stun cannon out, that's the issue. I'm really confused by this thing. Wait, is it stun again? I thought I had the other mod unlocked. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about challenges. Perform 4 Necro Jawbreaker kills on Imp, attack from behind, find 3 secrets. Shit. Rip. The rule with him for tax season is if he's actually desperate, he'll bring more features like tax season tries that are poorly cooking with the king. He does nothing beyond a boring stream, means he's comfortable. Hey, you're probably right. You're probably hitting the nail on the head. But next week the same thing. And what happened? Holy shit, why is your schedule like that? Is your boss on that like vacation? Why don't next week we... What's gonna happen is probably around Wednesday of next week I'm done with Doom, Tyrell. We've already beat it once. Right now we're doing our completionist run on Nightmare. And why don't we dedicate the end of next week to doing Dead Space 3 and BR grind, and then we'll I'll dig into Far Cry, not Far Cry, but Fallout 3. Dude, I don't understand this. This is supposed to be like a shockwave of heat. But I seriously don't understand what that gun is doing. I don't see any blast. Hold on, start over, phone cut out. Okay, Sunday BR. Next week I'm probably done with Doom around Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Sunday we can do Dead Space 3. I'll start Fallout 3 the week after fresh. If we can get it done within a few streams, then let's do a playthrough. I mean, I'm trying to create a lot of content as far as games completed right now, so it can work. I think we can accomplish both things. And I also asked, why is your schedule so weird right now? Look at this, like it's supposed to be a beam. I'm gonna run this episode in an hour and a half because it was like 10 minutes we were looking up shit. Equipped heat blast. Firing the plasma rifle will build up excess heat that can be released to the... Oh. It's just a passive. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna fuck up. I like that. Dude, it's AoE. Okay, I just gotta remember how to use it. Why we died that time was because of the barrel. Shit, I don't even know. Hold on. I don't even know. I thought your boss was like out at work. Like on a conference or whatever, Tyrell. But no, I can download Dead Space 3. And we were gonna hit level 100. Can we still hit level 100 in BR this season? We were doing so well. And then we weren't. I'm gonna gather these assholes up. I'm gonna build this thing up like crazy. Did it do a lot? Like, it's kind of hard to tell, I guess. We have to do this mod next, so it seems to hit fairly hard. What's just happened? Dang, Tucker, you must be really excited. You had to run upstairs for that one. I've never seen you that pumped up. Just wondering, so being from Scotland, gay is okay. What are your views of that? Just trying to know more. It does not bother me one bit. If you're gay, you're gay. Just like it doesn't matter that I'm straight. That's why I just don't think it has to be an issue. It's your sexuality. The one thing I don't understand is why sexuality has become like its own group. Like, LGBTQ is fine. I understand that there was a real issue with that, especially with like AIDS in the 80s. She got married, now she's back. Yeah, okay, so she's back. You know, and so LGBTQ, that's cool, but I also don't think that it entitles you to different treatment than anybody else. And I think that that too often gets used. Like when CD Projekt Red said, "Did you just assume my gender?" It's a joke. Doesn't make you transphobic. If you want to, you know, change your gender, live and let live. That's what you got to do. That's what you feel is best for you. So I think that there are repercussions to that. More than what people just want to blindly accept that. I think it still needs to looked into more. But at the same time, gay happens in nature all the time, and in the States it's completely legal here. You can get, obviously you can be gay. There's still places that are probably kind of anti-gay, obviously, but generally speaking, the United States doesn't give one shit. They love its gays. Gay marriage is good. We're fine with gay marriage. I've had a gay best friend, you know, it doesn't bother me one bit. I just don't think that at the same time it entitles you to a paycheck and a college scholarship. It's your business what you do in the bedroom, and that's where I think it should stay. And I don't know how it became like, we need more homosexual voices. Who cares? To me, that's the same thing as being straight. Why is it another group? There are over 50 different terms going hard gaming. For what? Genders? Well, there's two sexes. There's male and there's female. And how they get like 18 quadrillion different genders out of that shit, I'll never know. And I've never seen that shit in any science textbook or biology book in my entire life, so call me a skeptic. And apparently being a skeptic, questioning that, it now officially makes you a bigot. That's another thing I'm not for. It should be a scientific discussion. How can we have a scientific discussion if when you disagree with the science, if you make a counter hypothesis? Because we use inductive reasoning in science. If you say all gooses are black, and you find one white goose, you officially have disproven the hypothesis. How can we go about this if you can't disprove the hypothesis? I want to say that there is not any more than two sexes, and maybe sometimes, extremely rarely, somebody feels like they were born in the wrong body. But rarely. Pansexual. I mean, that's a sexuality, though. Like, whatever. Like, again, sexuality to me, that's all relative. That's just whatever you do behind the scenes. That's between you. And who cares? It's your business. And I think stifling that really messes with people. So you shouldn't stifle that much at all. So, you know, no beef there. But I'm not, at the same time, going to say you get special treatment because, oh god, you just happen to be a transgender, non-binary, asexual. Just like, okay, that's fine. I'm glad you're happy. But I'm not going to shake your hand, give you a certificate. Like, that seems to be what they expect. Like, hey, I'm gay, by the way. All right, great. I'm, you know, happy for you. Are you expecting me to do something about this? Congratulate you? And that's why, like I told you about, one of my good friends from college was gay. Well, it was never even mentioned. I asked him one time, I said, hey, and like I said, I was raised in the church, so I had like some, you know, different kinds of views on gays. Not bad views, but it was rare to me. And I said, hey, you hanging out with your girlfriend this weekend or whatever? And he said, well, I'm actually gay. I'm hanging out with my boyfriend. And I said, oh, was no big deal. I knew the guy for over a year. You know, it was just another guy. And that's what really, you know, made me realize, oh, it's not even remotely a big deal. It doesn't affect me in the least, so why should I ever care? And that's why I'm also in the same ballpark, not for like, I'm gay and you need to make special conditions for me to feel comfortable. Why don't you just act like everybody else? Because that's all you are, is just everybody else. You just happen to like different stuff. But that's my 2 cents, and hey, it's just an opinion, man. It's not a fact, it's my opinion. What's yours? I want to hear yours. I think it's because there's still discrimination because of it. Once that goes away, there would be no need for LGBT groups. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. You know, if they want to have a group, they have a group. So be it. So be it. The Lazarus Project has made it doesn't bother me any. Successfully captured several. I mean, there was issues, like, a lot of them died of AIDS in the 80s, and it was... Oops. The imprisonment process requires careful preparation, as the summoner will immediately launch multiple Argent wave attacks when trapped. To prevent this, hell energy must be continually strained from the demon until it's sufficiently sedated. Anatomical study of the summoner suggested it is highly evolved sub-genius of an imp. Oh, okay. So you won't hold my hand. You know, hand holding, that's just like a cultural thing, isn't it? Don't men still hold hands in like France and stuff? That's just male culture in America that's not for that. My uncle found out his friend was gay and cut him off. Yeah, well, some people are still pretty rough about it. Some people are still pretty rough about it, obviously. It's a complicated issue that I don't have the answers for. Like I said, I can just offer my opinion, but I'm not even going to pretend like that opinion is the answer or be dogmatic on that. If you're gay or you're lesbian or whatever else, I don't got anything against you. That's fine. That's the way. If it makes you happy, which I think is the important thing. Because if you're not happy and if you're doing things you don't want to do, you're going to end up waking up telling your husband or your wife that you've had 3 kids and by the way, I'm homosexual and I can't ever really love you. You don't want that situation. Nobody wants that situation. So you do what makes you happy in the bedroom. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, everyone's willing, consenting, that's your own business. But I also don't think, like I said, that just because you're non-binary, androgynous, superfly, or you identify as a toucan, and yes, now you'll call me transphobic or whatever else, that I owe you a paycheck. If you want to be no different than everybody else, then you're no different than anybody else, and that's totally cool. But it's probably got more nuance than that. In some places. I mean, I think we've talked about it on stream too. Like, homosexuality is actually like super rare. You know, it happens in nature naturally. And it's not actually a whole lot of people, so. I also think they should be able to adopt kids. I think so long as kids have parents, they're fine. They do fine. I think that kids just need a family unit. And that family unit doesn't necessarily have to be always, you know, 1950s nuclear family. Because that, you know, a non-traditional family is a hell of a lot better than having a crackhead. A crackhead and someone beating you, or an alcoholic dad. You know, if it's a safe place for the kids to be, that's a hell of a lot better than having a crackhead around. Married a bowl of fruit. Did he really? I know he got caught like jerking off in public, going hard in public, and that pretty much like ruined his career. He kept going to those like you know, scantily, those peep shows and whipping it out. Yo, Big Sig 666. What's good, buddy? Thank you for that host, man. I appreciate you. 5 viewers, very kind of you. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. What'd you stream tonight? I don't think it was rare in Greece. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? That's weird. You know, like, I mean, in ancient Greece, they would take on little boys to be like their lovers. So, yeah, which is, you know, obviously not something I at all freaking agree on. You know, it's probably, to me, that's probably one of the reasons they collapsed. Because it means they're powerful, were so powerful, they had absolutely no moral compass anymore. It was completely normal, though. I mean, the big thing anymore is that people, it's like the Kingsley spectrum or whatever, right? Everyone's different kinds of levels. Like, it's a 1 to 6 scale or 0 to 6 scale, and 0 is gay and 6 is full straight. Most people are like 4s and 5s. It's a little more complicated than a man just likes a woman no matter what. It's like men are visually stimulated in a sexual way and women are intellectually stimulated, mostly words, illusion. So it just goes into the whole base of the whole thing. Argent energy is produced by neuron activation of argent plasma, a new and powerful substance that was discovered on Mars. This produces an exothermic reaction where recorded temperatures within the plasma have exceeded previously accepted theoretical limits. Hey, YouTube, I'm going to cut you off. We'll see you. Man, oh man, I don't want to start a new episode because I'm going to be ending the stream. So never mind, YouTube. You're just going to have a really long episode. Through a process not yet fully understood, argent plasma remains stable and self-contained throughout. Conventional nuclear power is obsolete. What used to take a nuclear reactor 12 months to produce can be generated in a few seconds by the Argent Tower and packaged into an Argent accumulator no longer than Samuel Hayden's hand. Argent plasma was originally discovered by the SS MU Amundsen when it landed in the Promethea Terra region of Mars in 2095 as part of the UAC Geological Survey mission Frontier. While searching for liquid water springs, the survey bot discovered a narrow trench which has now become known as the Argent Fracture. The fracture emitted a substance that at first appeared to be an electrical gas cloud. However, deeper analysis of the substance showed it to be an entirely new form of matter with a quantum signature never before recorded. Initial tests on this new matter immediately showed its potential. When a 2 megakelvin cutting laser was fired at the substance, it absorbed the heat with ease and remained self-contained. A second expedition was planned to further analyze this remarkable new argent plasma. There has been speculation that the development of argent energy goes beyond traditional science and bleeds into the realm of SEFT, spiritual energy field theory. Experts in this fringe science have been heavily criticized in the past as their development often involves occult-like practices and the channeling of resources from poorly understood extra-dimensional resources. Coupled with the reports of cultish practices within the UAC, there are deep concerns over how argent energy is being produced and if it is indeed safe. The UAC has refused to reveal the details, despite repeated requests by the Global Science Council. Despite concern over the safety of producing energy with a process that is not fully understood, the need for a reliable energy source since the depletion of plutonium and uranium reserves is a powerful argument. When the UAC unveiled the Argent energy-powered, hand-sized 24-volt battery with over 12,000 megawatt-hours, the future of energy supply within the solar system was set. One battery array could power an entire city block for several months. Researchers at the Global Science Council have speculated that the UAC's most advanced battery technology, the Argent accumulator, can hold over 30,000 megawatt-hours. But the UAC is deliberately bottlenecking the production to maintain control over the market value. The UAC has no comment on the matter. More Shenmue, my man. How'd it go? Was it the cat purring all night? It was actually on an episode. Oh, that Pee Wee Herman married a bowl of fruit salad? Well, that's bizarre. I mean, but he always was bizarre. Nope, it fixed itself. Oh, thank God. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we're caught up. Should really stop, though. I got work early again, 9 a.m. this time. 9 a.m. Those small glitches, still a good time. How deep are you into the game? It's more simulation than I thought it was going to be. I think we're going to do this engagement, and I'm going to call it a night, guys. And then I'll be back again on Sunday. Last time I stayed up until 6 a.m. and had work at 10, and it wasn't fun. Should try to get some kind of sleep Especially since Sunday looks like we're gonna have a big one with Tyrell playing BR. I was told I'm 80. Huh. Must not be all that big. That's one good thing about these older games. Well, this one is not older, but older games are really not that long. I feel like I'm doing a bad job on this level anyways. Man, I wish my chair would stay up. Half the trophies, nice. Going for platinum for both. GG, sick. GG. Feels good, man. I'm killing myself. He's not killing me. I'm hitting that rail. I got that Mancubus low, man. He's feeling it. He's hurting. But it ain't dropping him. Alright, I think... Okay, I got stun bomb. Let's stun him and then hit him hard. He's not even a boss. We're gonna end up fighting these things all the freaking time now. They are nasty. Fail. I took way too long to do our charge. I was gonna grenade and go up, and I was just super slow. Stunning's good. Let's stick with the rocket launcher, though.
Safe levels. Lockdown in effect.
He was taking some serious rockets, dude. We've read that one before. They outgrow their armor. Fail. Oh god. Go down, you big bastard. Oh, we needed that glory kill. Sweet, sweet health. A little bit of it anyway. I'm pretty sure there's like a berserk or an invincibility around here. That's what we gotta dive bomb. I think we can kill the initial guy with rockets and a stun, and then we gotta dive bomb the berserk that's sitting around somewhere.
Safe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Alright. Armor's up here. Another Mancubus. Oh yeah, quad damage right there. Sweet. Okay, so we'll kill this Mancubus. We'll stun him, kill the Mancubus. And then I'm going to stun that other Mancubus, get some rockets in, and then we're going to grab quad damage and try to tear the room up. We'll finish this encounter, I'll call the stream, and YouTube I'll also call the episode. Long episode, but it'll be alright.
Presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Do not want to go down, but I will take the glory kill, because that's some good health for us. Lunge up there, grab his armor, stun him. Still got a hit in, shit. Oh, fudge. Gotta actually hit our freaking shots. We're gonna take advantage of this. Oh, we got hit by a Hellraiser, or Hell Knife right from behind. Not bad. We can do better. When we grab the quad damage, I think we're actually better off grabbing the shotgun. Maybe a couple rockets, but... Kill initial guy, quad damage. Go on rampage, see how much we can clear out. We need to clear as much of the room as possible. Well, this is probably going to be a level we replay, though, because I've been sloppy. I've been doing too much ranting and raving and not enough paying attention to our collectibles.
Presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Keep my heart out. I didn't grab the quad? Oh shit, no I didn't. It's in kind of a rough place. Shit. I gotta stand my ground. Grab the quad, stand the ground, kill the other Mancubus, kill the other one. And then back off the ledge to kill the one behind us. And then switch to the shotgun. Switch to the super shotgun and blast the shit out of these guys.
Presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Shit, he got some hard hits on us to start. We'll get health from him if we kill him.
Is this one of the bosses?
No, it's just a regular enemy. After this, these show up all the time. This is a low level one too. It's just a Mancubus 1. Mostly
Made him eat his own thing?
his own heart, yep. You get nothing but Mancubuses 2 after this. Which are, well, not nothing, but they're a lot harder than Mancubus 2 because they one-hit us on the difficulty we just played on. Oh, you alright? And we missed the quad damage. That's alright. Kind of okay, I guess. But it's very... We had 1 health, man. Got 2 quarters on our... Yeah. A Revenant. It's not the first time we've seen... No, we've been running into Revenants. That was better. Ooh. Hell Knights. Ooh, good animation. Hell Knights are so much harder on Nightmare. If you get hit in the back by a Hell Knight, it's rip. It's rip Ronies. Man, oh man. Close though. Close. I mean, I made a mistake early on, too. I got hit hard by the Mancubus, and I missed the quad damage, so I can still play it better, and I think we were close to winning.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
It takes 4 rockets, and he goes to 5. No, still. 6. To get him into glory kill. Down but not out. Grab the health. Armor here. Plasma. Stun. Rockets, a couple of them. I think now it just takes 2 if I hit him. Yeah. Okay, out of that, I got a third left on the quad. Ain't gonna last. This glory kill, get the health. Stun the Hellraiser. I know it seems weird, but those stagger him. Well, they did. Oh, we'll pump some metal for this. It's a good fight. Miss. Sad. Ooh, yeah. Let's see how badly we've done on this map so far. I keep thinking that we're doing a bad job, but then I like look back and we're not actually that far off. You know, I think if we save and quit right now, we play from this objective. And I'll just, of course, I'll play the freaking song out. Since Wilso just requested it. And we're going to end the episode and end the stream. I don't know how much backtracking we're going to be able to do. Oh, it's definitely looking like a level we'll probably have to do over again. Oh, is that not it? Usually green things, it's like, hey, get on this. I'm sure we have to get on that thing. Yeah. As your mother tells you, my mother certainly it's important, she always said, not to try new things. Hannibal Lecter? Oh god, man. I'll tell you what. That's weird you quoted that, because that is one of the most disturbing scenes I've ever seen in any movie. I remember seeing that as a kid, and it turned my stomach, and it still turns my stomach. That is such a disturbing scene. He's the little kid, the brain, dude. The scene where he's got the guy with... My dad was a physician's assistant. That's what he did for a living. And, well, and then he ended up becoming an oil man, but for a good part of his life, he was a physician's assistant. But I remember watching that movie with my dad and saying, is that possible? There's no way that's possible. Because, you know, he had that cop's head completely... the skull. He had, like, taken the skull off. I said, there's no way. And my dad said, the brain doesn't feel any pain. That's completely real. That could happen. That guy could be sitting there awake. They do brain surgery while you're awake. And that's how it would be like. And it just... Dude, I was ready to vomit. I was ready to vomit going hard gaming. Freaking fries it up and feeds it to him. Oh. I usually don't have my stomach twisted either. I really like horror movies and gory movies, but that was like a bridge too far, having a guy eat his own brains and then he feeds it to a kid.
Demonic presence of unsafe lockdown.
We all know that useless movie and music trivia is going to be... Useless movie trivia is going to be super important in the zombie apocalypse. It's going to be a skill. And apparently, according to State of Decay 2, it gives everyone more morale. I guess RIP. Yeah, RIP. Didn't have to eat. We defended Hannibal. Dude, I noticed going hard gaming that there is a group of people who do defend Hannibal Lecter as the good guy. He is probably better than the pedophile guy, but he's still Hannibal Lecter. That's why I like that Manhunter movie, because Hannibal Lecter is like, I like that guy. Whatever his face saw, he won the Oscar for playing Hannibal Lecter. Can't remember his name right now, but it'll probably come to you guys. But that guy who plays Hannibal Lecter in Headhunter, I like him better because he's so creepy. You don't like him. You get the sense that he is truly a villain, but he has like magnetic powers of personality. Even the detective still treats him with respect and calls him doctor and stuff, even though he tried to kill him. Yeah, but there's people who are like, you know, Hannibal Lecter's still a good guy because he sacrifices his hand. He's a surgeon. He sacrifices his hand. Okay, Anthony Hopkins plays Hannibal Lecter, and he does a good job, but I like the Manhunter. Is that Brian Cox? Is that his name? I really like the dynamic between the police detective and Hannibal Lecter in that one, because Hannibal Lecter's tried to kill him. The guy, that's a really good book, by the way. Red Dragon is a really good book. I've been reading it. It's super well written. The movie's well made too. All around, they did a really good job with that franchise. But you really get the sense that Hannibal Lecter is not a good guy. He's like Lucifer. He's like Smeagol in The Hobbit. Not Smeagol, but Smaug. How like if you look in Smaug's eyes, he attracts you in, and it's hard to deny him. And that's kind of like Hannibal Lecter. Is if you give him the power to talk to you, you conversate with this guy. Even though you know you shouldn't, you're going to be charmed by him. And you're going to be in some trouble. Because he's going to get in, and then he's going to freaking eat you. The books are good for sure, yeah. It's the first one I've read is this Red Dragon Going Hard Gaming, but I've been really impressed so far. I think it's really well written. The guy from CSI. Is he in CSI now? The guy who plays the detective? I like the way that's shot, and I learned after I watched it, I was so impressed by the movie, that is what inspired Miami Vice. Like, Miami Vice's whole style was inspired by that movie. I'm running out of ammo. Yo, Randall Flag, what's good, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. I wish they would make another Hannibal Lecter movie, though. The original, obviously, Silence of the Lambs is the legendary one, but Anthony Hopkins did always do a good job. He deserved the Oscar. That was a cool movie franchise. It was better than Saw. At least it didn't become Saw. I can say that about not having a sequel. Saw was a super interesting concept, and they made some okay sequels, and they just drove it into the damn ground. I'm the walking dude. I'm running low on ammo, stream. Man, we were doing so well, now I'm getting hit. I need ammo. There we go. There's health down here, too. He played Gris. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I like that movie. When they played in the God of Vida, when he's actually about to kill the Red Dragon. I think one of the best parts of the writing of that book is that blind woman that falls in love with him. We did so well! I know you just did this song request, Will So, but dude, I gotta go to bed. I gotta work at 9. It's not gonna be fun. This song is like the Doom guy singing it. I'll start it over and next stream we'll start on that one. But for now, I'm gonna drag ass, and I don't want to do that too bad. Good conversation though. Randall Flag, thanks for popping in here and saying hey. Going Hard Gaming, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do our outro and call it.